So this is my Week in the Life album. This is my title page, obviously. This is a picture of the four of us. I think this is the only picture of the four of us I got, and this was at my niece's wedding on Thursday. And yes, I know it's not the beginning of the week, but I wanted to start it out on the beginning of the week anyways, because it's us, and it's the only picture we have of us. Yep, this is it. Next, this is how I opened up every day of my week, with a 6x8 picture, one of my favorites. And I also tried to make sure these number chipboards, I embossed them in the gold, and I really wanted to tie in the number not only with the day of the week, but what's going on in this picture. So in this picture, Audrey is losing her first tooth, or she lost her first tooth, and this was her first visit from the tooth fairy, because we were out of town the night before when she actually had lost it. And we wrote a note to the tooth fairy asking the tooth fairy to come today instead at home. Then this is just a recap from my sheets that Allie gave us. I wrote on there. And then another fun photo. This page protector, I really like this 3x8 size. It's a great way to showcase some of the vertical photos that I have, and even some of the horizontal ones I'll show you. I think I have a couple that I cropped vertically and really enjoyed. And I just stapled one of these on here. And when I went through and did my album, I actually went ahead and did every 6x8 for the week and every 3x8 for the week, because I didn't want to go through, set it up, and then have to come back and pull out 3x4s that I wanted a 6x8 instead. So I did all of these first. Oh, and then for my journaling, I just put a 1-inch strip of vellum and then a 1/2-inch strip of vellum, and then journaled on top of that. I got a little bit of vellum going on in this album, so gotta keep it cohesive, baby. So there's that. And then this is one of the stamp sets, or one of the stamps in the set from Allie, and I just stamped in a color that coordinated with the card for the day of the week, and then embossed in gold. And these are just plain envelopes that I included receipts in from the day. So I may end up photocopying these, because this is a really bad one, you can hardly tell, but I really want to show that, you know, gas was $3.29 on this Monday, so it's pretty cool. Then I also went in and grabbed horizontal photos and put them on the days of the week cards, and stapled a little doodad go on there. So this is my happy place. And if you see an extra arm here, this is my daughter Audrey. Say hi, Audrey. You say hi?
Yes.
Yes. I also included a screenshot from my alarm going off, and a screenshot of the weather for the week, or as much of it as I could get on there. And then this is just a little collage I made of how I'm trying to be healthy. Even though I do a really good job of it on Mondays, I don't do such a good job the rest of the week. Life intrudes. These are just more shots from the week. And then these, I saw Allie had done this with 2 4x6 photos back to back, and then hole punched. And I wanted to do that, but I didn't have 2 extra 4x4s or 4x6s. I had 4 extra 3x4s, and they kind of go together. This is a shot of my medicine cabinet in the bathroom, and a lovely shot, I don't know why I'm not smiling, of me kind of halfway through the makeup applying process. And I wanted to showcase that this is what I do in the morning. And I don't do it in my bathroom. I sit on my bed and watch TV and put my makeup on, because why not? And then this is our afternoon stuff. This is me waiting for Audrey with my dog kissing me on the mouth. Sorry to gross y'all out. And best part of the day, one of my heathens getting off the bus. I love it when my heathens come home. So there's that. And then I stapled one of these little tabs on there. That was the only one I used in the album. And then some more photos from the week. I finally dug out my big camera. Normally I just use it for photo shoots and special occasions. So this was really cool to be able to get it out for this. This, I was trying to set up a selfie with Audrey and myself eating soup. Hi, Audrey. And I loved this outtake while I was trying to set it up. And I didn't love so much the ones of her and I eating. So I just went with this one. I love it. She's so cute. You're so cute, Audie.
Yep.
Then this is the evening routine, and you can't probably tell on screen, but when you look at it in real life, it's a little easier to see. This is a photo of the groceries from the evening stacked on our counter, and then it's just printed at a lower opacity. And then I wrote on it with this pen. Let me find it. It is hiding from me, of course. This Sharpie pen. It's one I found, I think, when I was at Hobby Lobby with my mom. Thanks, Mom. You rock. And I grabbed a fine and a medium point one. And this is awesome. It doesn't dry out like some of the other pens that I found for writing on slick surfaces. And I just kind of love it. It's my new favorite pen. So, and then this is the evening routine. You got to scoot back, Monkey Buns. Okay. Evening routine and friends over. And then I closed out my week by doing a little 6x8 scrapbooking layout. I did this on every day of the week except for Sunday, and I'll show you why later. And then also I kept those 6x8 sheets, week in the life sheets. I tucked them behind the 6x8 photo for that day. Most of the schedule stuff fit on here, and I may add in later some of the observations and gratitudes and such, but they're in there, so yay, go me. Here's Tuesday, my two little heathens walking into school. More envelopes. Oh, there's my heathen. She got sick, so I had to take her in. Tuesdays tend to be a day where I go into school and help in my daughter's class. I worked out in the morning and I listened to the paper clipping roundtable on the elliptical trainer, and people laugh at me because I am laughing out loud in the gym. Thank you, Izzy and Noelle. I am insane now, according to my fellow gym goers. After the kit came, but before the week started, I was desperate to play with it. So I made these actually before the week started. And I also made these cute little 3x4 vellum cards, and I just embossed the today in gold because girlfriend wanted to play. So that's what I did. So here are more shots from the day. A back of one of Little Man's books that he writes, because he writes things like, look at the other books. And this is a 4x6 page protector. But again, I had only two 4x6s, and then I had four more 3x4s. So I just combined them onto one if they went together and tucked them in. These don't really go together. And yes, that's what my desk looked like. It's a little bit cleaner right now. So maybe someday I'll post evidence of a clean room. Again, and then to round out the day, this is the layout for the day. This is just another little more information about Audie being sick. That was kind of what Tuesday was consumed by. And the story stamp and the frame is from an old set by Ali Edwards for Technique Tuesday. So finally got to use that. Again, go me. Then we have 3 people in the photo, so we use number 3. And more stuff. Audie at my mom's house playing the piano. Us getting ready for the day, running errands. My sister-in-law was in town from Hawaii for the entire week, which isn't normal per se for weeks, but she does normally stay with us when she comes. So I thought it would still be fine to do that. It was a normal week, but not quite a normal week, as you'll see as we get later on in the week. I was going to journal on this about how Little Miss Thing thought she was going to get ready and go to school for the day, even though she had just gotten her medicine for her ear infection, and I had to tell her, no, you're not. You can come run errands with me, but you're not going to school. Again, more 4x6s from the big camera. This is a selfie at my mom's house. It was out of focus, but I kind of like it because, I don't know, it just focuses on my iPhone, which I'm recording on right now. My favorite color is aqua and pink, and the ever-present Diet Mountain Dew that I'm obsessed with and must drink because I don't like coffee. Then this is the night when I got sick because I got what Audrey had. Yay! More stuff. And it's not... My day is not set up chronologically. I tried to as much as I could, but if I couldn't, I just was fine with it. So this is actually Mickey getting on the bus, and this is us when we went to go pick up Mickey. We showed my sister-in-law, Audie and Mickey's aunt, what Audrey's room looked like and such. So we captured some shots of that. And this is actually looks like an evening shot, but it's actually the morning. This is the kids being up early enough to give Daddy hugs and kisses before they go off to school and he goes off to work, which is always awesome. Daddy is awesome. All right, so number 4, I didn't have anything that worked for number 4 except for these 4 trees. And it wouldn't work. You couldn't tell that there were 4 trees if you did it in a 6x8 size, so I just repeated it and I made the top and bottom ones a lower opacity in Photoshop. And I used another one of these wood veneers just because I like it. It looks good. And here is Everyday Goodness. This is little man coming when we are coming across the parking lot when we go pick him up at school. Good days. Some of these envelopes are empty. I think I have some receipts and such to go in them, but if they don't, then yeah, I may put something in them. I may take them out. I may just leave them in there empty. I'm okay with that. And more getting ready for school shots. And another little today. The heathen's waiting for the bus. Little Miss Thing getting off the bus. Whoops, sorry about that. And shots of me being sick. And this is another thing that happens pretty much every day. When Audrey gets off the bus, we unpack her backpack and she shows me all the cute schoolwork she's done that day. 24/7. Laundry. I'm really pretty good about doing laundry, really bad about putting it away. So this is like 3 loads of clean laundry. And the kids always craft. And this is another thing Audrey always does. She always washes her dollies in the sink and leaves the fan on. So when we can't find her, we just listen for which bathroom has the fan on, and there she is. A layout about the colors around my house, and I wanted to include a shot of our house. It's not the best shot. It doesn't show the whole property, but it's good enough for me. And then on Friday, we actually didn't send the kids to school. It was Halloween, and we were going to a wedding the next day in Eastern Oregon, or Central Oregon, excuse me. Sorry, Bend people. Central Oregon. So we took a road trip, the 5 of us, my sister-in-law and us 4, and this is a selfie we got, and it works with 5. And then my sister-in-law had fun driving my husband nuts. She loves messing with her brother, and we took a million photos out the window trying to get the perfect shot of the beautiful scenery. She's from Hawaii, or she lives in Hawaii. She's from here, obviously. And so we just had a lot of fun with that. And here's a shot of the heathens trick-or-treating. We drove, the reason we pulled them out of school is so we could drive over to Sun River so they could trick-or-treat at the mall there. And I know I shouldn't pull my kids out of school for something like trick-or-treating, but it's Halloween day anyways. They're not going to learn much. It's just a bunch of parties. It was fine. And my kids are awesome. So here's some shots from the morning before we left. And then my kids reading in the car on the way there. Go my kids! And then I had used my DSLR for some good shots of their uniforms. Oh! And I haven't done this yet. I want to put something there. I don't know what yet. I may go back and do like a photo collage, or I may do some journaling here. I haven't decided what's going there yet. Got my husband to take a picture of me with my kids. I'm wearing a trucker hat from a local plumbing company. It's not really a trucker hat, but it's camo. So I was kind of a redneck hipster with my Converse and my camo trucker hat. The kids did a, whoops, sorry about that. The kids did a costume contest. There was bouncy houses, cupcake walks, and a train. Sun River's pretty awesome for Halloween if you want to do that. And then we have a sunset shot and a shot of the kids looking a little bleary-eyed because they're a little sick. And it's the end of the night and we went and got pizza. One more layout. This is just documenting a little picture of the candy that they got and the pink bath water from Audrey's hair. And we had to rinse it out right away because we went to a wedding the next day. This is my niece's wedding. We sat 6 rows back, so I wrote 6 rows back from their love. I know, a little cheesy. It is what it is. More documentation, and don't know if I mentioned this, but I also stamped that little circle that I embossed in gold in the same color ink that I used for each one to match the cards. Another picture of us taken by my lovely niece, not the one getting married, her younger sister. And then the entire reason I bought this kit was because Allie Edwards specifically created this card with this kind of craft paper bag background specifically for me because it matches perfectly with my niece's color choice of purple and wheat. Okay, not really, but seriously, I saw that and I thought, hey, that's going to work perfect. This kit's meant to be, I need to buy it. People do not take my choices into consideration when making kits, just so you know. Okay, so anyways, here's my lovely niece and her handsome husband. And then shots of us from the wedding and reception and just a little shot of the kiddos on the walk over to the building. This just was too pretty of a background to pass up. I punched holes in the program and tucked it in here. I trimmed it up a little bit so it fit well. And then I used the 2x2 pages because I knew I wanted to use this one for the wedding day because I knew I'd have all these little pictures that I wanted to include in there. The food, the decorations, the programs, a silly picture of both of us getting ready, and then these cute little flowers that the kids took for me, and stickers and all sorts of stuff. So I knew I wanted to use one for that. I know a lot of people have used these for the beginning and end of their album, but I knew I needed one for Saturday. And on the back, there's just pictures from before and after the wedding. And then this is my favorite moment from the week. I mean, probably not really, but kind of. My kids, Saturday morning, I woke up and my kids had organized and sorted out their candy. We combined it all together so there's no fighting. And they had sorted it into categories, and I love candy and I love organization, so it just made me happy. I had to document it. So thank you, kids, making Mama proud. And then our last day is Sunday, 7 days of the week, and for number 7, I went with that they have loved Legos for 7 years because Mickey started playing with them when he was 4, and so Audrey kind of got into it really young too. So he's 8 now, that's 4 years, and then Audrey's probably been playing with it the last 2 or 3. So, good enough. Again, more stuff. My in-laws came over, and my other sister. We drove home right after the wedding because we were gone the weekend before. We're going to be gone the weekend after. We really wanted to be home. So we drove home. My sister-in-law came with my other sister-in-law, and then grabbed their parents and came over, and we had pizza at our house, which was awesome. Just photos from Sunday. I used some of the labels. I cut most of them in half when I used them. And then these little tags, I tore them apart and then used scissors to cut the edges and just stapled those on. I still have a bunch left. I actually have quite a bit of supplies left in embellishments. And I think, actually I know I'm going to use those in my Project Life spread for that week. And then I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the rest of it. But I think I only have one journaling card. I have the entire pack of rub-ons because I never came up with anything awesome that I wanted to use it on. And a half of a label and some of the gold. And yeah, so yeah. More scenes from the weekend. Another selfie with my big camera. They're not exactly perfectly in focus, but I really like them. It shows, you know, this is what I do. I sit on my bed a lot on the weekends and dink around on my iPad and, you know, fold laundry. So that's kind of what we do. And there's my daughter making sandwiches for us. The kids playing together is also something I really want to document, and then saying goodbye to our auntie. And then the last page is the other 2x2 sheet. And this I used just for some of the extra photos I wanted to include that didn't necessarily need to be in the day that I took them, as well as some shots I knew I was taking just as fillers. So like the videos that Audrey watched when she was sick, the TV show that both the kids really like right now, a shot from the side of my bathtub when I'm taking my bath and soaking my hair, a couple shots of the animals, our TV station, and an Ebola, because everything is Ebola right now. You cough and oh my gosh, it's the Ebola. You're gonna get it. And then more from the back, one picture of me driving Mickey and one of me driving Audrey. And then my fruit fly trap to document the fact that those little buggers were everywhere at the beginning of the week. And shots from the bathroom and a shot from my center console, which is fairly messy, and my little chalkboard thing that I like to change every month. Tongue sticking out, and then our radio. So yeah, so that was my week in the life album. I really enjoyed making it. I am really, really glad that I purchased the kit. It made it a lot simpler for me to narrow down my choices of what I wanted to include. I really only had to add in stuff for my little layouts, and everything else was pretty much in the kit. I will include lists of any other items I included, like the embossing ink colors and the powder colors I used, if you need that, or the stamping colors that I used. They're all different brands though, so this may not help you, it may. Anyway, so that is my week in the life album. I'm really glad I made it. If you have any questions, please ask them below. Thanks for stopping by.